So, I'm using my mom's phone because my phone is uploading a vlog to YouTube. My dad made me these hash browns before I go for my federation thing for violin. It's at 12, then I have FSYO after. And I'm going to be practicing on the way there, like 7x7, 6x6, square one, and clock, and stuff like that. For my competition that's already in another 3 weeks, but I'm really excited for that one because I'll be able to have a chance of qualifying for 4 things. 6, 7, square one, clock. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's the day after all of work. I haven't really had much time. Well, I mean, I have had, I guess, but my phone, I was uploading stuff to YouTube to get more space because my vlog from yesterday was an hour and 3 minutes long for the entire day of All Aboard 2017. So I had really fun at that competition, by the way. And yeah, so I'm dressed clothes because my mom said she was going to bring a change of clothes for me so I could change into before FSYO, but she forgot, so now I'm leaving. And guess what? There's still Unionville in 20 days. Well, the last day will be in 21 days. It's a 2-day comp. It'll be my first 2-day comp, which is very exciting. The only things I really need to get better at before then, well, I'm going to really need to work on 6x6, 7x7, square one, and clock to make the gnats cut off. But, and there's my dad behind me. Clock, I'm not sub 20. Square one, I am sub 45, but if I'm not doing so good, then maybe I might not get that average. Clock, I just need to practice a little more. I always make mistakes on almost all my solves. If I don't make any mistakes, I could average like 15 easily. So if I do an average of 100, I feel like I would average 15. You know that?
What about practicing violin?
And then 7x7, I want to be sub 530 so that even if I get a bad solve, it's still sub 630, which is the soft cutoff. 6x6, I feel like I'm fine. I'm still going to practice, so maybe average like 315 or so. Right now I'm averaging like 335. Even though my PB is 329, I rarely do solves, so it's usually low 330s. Most of them are. My mom made these, this pizza, so yeah. Okay, so my video's uploading now, as you can see. So yeah, I have this as the thumbnail. That's the sticker that everyone got when they went up for 3x3 home run. It's a picture of Chris Trent's face on a Thomas train. I mean, I saw a bunch of Thomas trains out there because that's one of my favorite toys when I was younger, and that actually helped me learn to read because I'd see like the little names on the bottom and so what the name was of it. But anyway, so yeah, I made that the thumbnail. So yeah, hopefully this will be up tonight, so let's publish it. Probably gonna end up publishing the same video tomorrow night to SMH Vlogs, as long as it goes through tonight. So yeah. So it's the day before the last day of February 27th. So it's like the first day of school after all of work. And it's crazy how my birthday is in 5 days, which seems really weird. And I have another competition in 19 days. It's coming up really quick. And maybe I can get, I'm gonna probably try to finish for all of them. I'm gonna say if I went 3 or 4 each day, I have all of them, because I already have somewhere in the mid-30s of them. So if I went my 4 each day, that's done by the end of this week, then I have 2 weeks to perfect them. Along with like practicing all of the other events that I'm gonna be doing. I think I can definitely improve in 5x5 average. I don't know about the single. I think I can get a sub 140 average, but I don't think I can beat the single I got. That was a pretty nice single. If it wasn't for that U-perm, it would never have been sub 130. That was so close to not being, because it was 129.89. But the Olo I got, it's the R prime U prime F U R U prime R prime F prime one. And when I did the R prime U prime F, the F that I did, I accidentally turned both layers, so I turned back the inner F layer, and then finished the algorithm, and then got an R2U, RU, R prime U prime, R prime U prime, RU, R prime U prime with a U2 AUF, and I watched the video slow motion. I'm actually turning the U layer twice with my right hand while my left hand is just like not even touching the cube. I didn't even know I did that. It just happened to be that way when I rewatched the video. So that's like the highlight of that day. Overall PB on 5x5. That 3x3 single definitely could have been a low 8 if it wasn't for that terrible low recognition, you know. But still, comp PB had like high 5, maybe. Yeah, it looked like high 5, maybe low 6, probably high 5 F12 with like 3-second OLO, and then U-perm probably 1, maybe less than 1 second, you know. So yeah, because it's like 3. That's just like annoying, but oh well. Imagine I got a OLO skip on that. That could be a 6 or 7, low 7. That would be crazy. But I know a ton of those solves. That average that I got, really, if I was really like on point with not locking up, not getting nervous, turning like as fast as I really could, then I could have been doing much better. Thing is that my look ahead was much faster than my turning speed, and just not doing good for how good the scrambles were. Because I got 11-11, which could have been 9s. The 9 could have been a low 8, and if I was really good with that OLO, it might have been a high 7, which would have been amazing. Then the 12 that was next, say even if it still was a 12, it would be a PB average, but could have been at least been like a 10. And you know, the last solve, I locked up badly on the M-perm, got a 14. So yeah, that average could have been like sub 10, seriously. Same with the one in the first round. The first round, that was just like my first speed solving event, and I was just not doing good at all. Hands were like shaking. I was just being really nervous. First solve of 1274. So yeah, the one thing I did is each competition, I'm improving it what my worst solve was. This time it was a 14. Last time it was a 15. So yeah. Look at that first average of 5. 14, that is bad. Counting 11 with the counting solves 9, 11, 11. I got so close to a PB. My PB's 20 something on score 1. I got my edge permutation EP was just an H perm. Like I turned it over and it was just an H perm. And so yeah, my cube shape was just this. Just had to do like 6 on the bottom and then slice. So anyway, yeah, that was pretty cool, and that was a pretty nice solve. So yeah, so close to PB. And there was no like middle slice adjustment. Like all of a sudden there was just no AUF, no middle slice adjustment, just the H perms. Yeah, this was an interesting average. The last solve was terrible, by the way. I had parodies on like I think both of the 40s had parodies, and the 34 also had parody. So yeah. So now I did a few solves on pyramids, and there's that sub-state record single. That's not PB. I have 2 sub-2s, and my PB is 173. I was working on some FOBS, and I did some 2x2. Got a sub-1. That's pretty cool. Here's a scramble. And I got 2 1s. Yeah, this was pretty nice TPS, and so was this. This was like 8 or 9 TPS, probably 9 something. And then this was pretty nice too, probably similar to that. Less moves than this though, but it was faster. So yeah, it's funny how these are the same currently right now. So yeah. So I just did a skew back 5. That single is pretty nice. 5 flat average. Well, that's sub-state record. Hopefully I do good in Scube in my competition in a few weeks, because I didn't do so good at 1 level. I continued on my score 1 session from earlier. It's funny, I got a 2885 and 3 other solves, and then exact same time again. The solves were very different. first 2885 was gonna be like a really nice solve, but kind of locked up and messed stuff up. We have some pizza. One of them is pizza, one of them is pasta, one is a sandwich, and one is marble cookie thing. And I am gonna save this for tomorrow for lunch and like later tomorrow too. So yeah, just got a PB on 7x7, 5 minutes 42.802. This is a nice scramble, as you can see. See what I get. And now my phone looks better than both. Got a 335 with a lot of lockups and double parity. It could have been like sub 320, but oh well. So, okay. And my PB's 329.